Welcome back, everyone. Joining me on the couch this morning are John and Kendra Smiley, our resident parenting experts. How are you guys this morning?
Great.
Good.
Good morning.
Excellent. So let's get into that question. It's a tough one. My junior high daughter has changed overnight, and her screaming and fits are driving everyone in the family crazy. Help! What advice do you
I hear
have for
many
this,
mothers
Mom?
saying, oh,
Yes.
I was going to send that one in. It's because during those years, that's when puberty strikes with a vengeance. And so this girl's going through changes emotionally and physically. And so mom is having to deal with that. And so is everyone in the family. First thing that's required is patience.
Right.
And we don't always want to be patient when our kids make great changes like this. But with that, mom and dad should not allow this child to upset the whole family.
Right, and they need to let this daughter know that they understand. I think that's really important here, that they're just not edicting a change in her behavior, but first say, you know, we understand, and talk about what's going on with her so that everybody knows. But that's no excuse for misbehavior. And so in other words, they understand, and that's good to verbalize, but then you daughter, have to take control of your actions. You can't go around, you cannot upset the whole family. You can't be screaming. That's just the way it is. That's just what happens with your emotions and hormones and things like that. But you have to take control of that. And then mom and dad have to be pretty firm about that. And there has to be, if she chooses not to, there has to be some consequences into that, because like we said in the beginning, if she's upsetting the whole family, that's just not good at all, obviously.
Yeah.
One of the things we used to say, not just to our children, but to one another too, the explanation is no excuse. So even if you're upset, you don't need to make everyone else miserable. We understand that.
Exactly. So basically, take some time. It's going to take time. It's what parents need to understand.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not going to be a quick fix.
Right. And the parents might remind her. I mean, she might not be in touch with her emotions and those kind of things, and it starts happening. The parents can just remind her, honey, you know, get a hold of you, or whatever, you know, whatever they might say to her.
And mom just needs to think back, how did I feel when I was a
exactly.
junior high girl?
You were there once, Mom.
That's
That's
exactly
right.
it. So mom, think it through, be patient, be consistent with not allowing those things to disrupt the crew.
Correct.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys very much, as always. If you have a question for the Smileys, send it to their email, parentinglikeapro.com. And if they answer one of your questions, you get a free copy of one of their books.